and welcome to the Made for Business podcast, where Catholic moms come to learn how to build a business that is simple, holy, and profitable. I am your host, Sterling Jakewith, and today we're going to be talking about the danger of being a visible Catholic business. So, we're maybe halfway through the 100 post challenge, which is part of the Market Like an Evangelist challenge, right? So we have this program called Market Like an Evangelist, and within there, we challenge people to do 100 posts in 30 days. And the purpose is not to do the 100 posts. You can do it. I encourage you to. The purpose is to show you how your brain is going to freak out, because it will. Okay? And the reason your brain is going to freak out is because it does not like being visible. You think it's that you don't know what to say, or you don't know how to use Instagram, or you're scared of trying reels. Your brain's going to give you tons of excuses. But the truth is, brains hate being visible. Imagine if you were a person, like in the African safari. It's a plain. It's not a jungle. The plains or the deserts. Okay, there's my lack of geographical knowledge for you. But anyway, we're in Africa. It's dry. Very confident about that. And I put you in the middle of a wide open field. And in one corner are lions, and one corner are tigers, and one corner is like a super mad hippo. Maybe something in the other corner. Hyenas. How scared are you that you are in the middle of the field and they can all see you? There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. There's no tree to climb up. There's no rocks. Nothing. I think we can all imagine that, and it's terrifying. Okay? Putting yourself out there online feels a lot like that to your brain. It's like, oh no, but we're probably going to die. That's why it feels so terrible to do it. I think some of you come to me and you tell me like, I have a really hard time posting consistently on social media. Like it's just you. It's not you. It's all the humans. All the humans have a brain that's programmed that says, do not stand out. Do not be visible. Do not put yourself in a place where they can attack you. When we post on social media, we're just putting ourselves in the middle of a field where everyone can attack us. Anyone can say anything they want about you. Anyone can think anything that they want about you, and they will. Right? People aren't having a ton of thoughts about you when you live a private life in your home. But as soon as you start posting pictures of your dog and the books you're reading and your kids, they can have lots of thoughts about you, and they will. And they're not all bad, but your brain's only worried about the bad ones. Your brain does not sit around thinking about how many people you're helping, how many people are inspired by your posts. Why would your brain waste energy on that? That is not dangerous. Your brain is only worried about people having negative reactions. And so I want you to just know that this is completely normal. You have a human brain, and it's very scared of being visible. The point of the 100 post challenge is to see the ways that your brain talks you out of posting. Then you get to decide if you want to keep believing your brain. Because some of the reasons are rubbish. Some of them are awesome, right? I didn't post a lot over the Triduum or Easter Monday. I kind of like stopped posting. I'm totally fine with that. That was not a fear-based response. That was not me not wanting to be visible because I was worried that you guys wouldn't like me. That was just me choosing to take that time off to really honor Holy Week and Easter. But then when I wanted to post again on Tuesday, my brain was like, oh, you should feel terrible about not posting. Now what are you going to post? we have to say something great because we haven't said anything in 4 days. Those were the sneaky thoughts. That was my brain telling me that I shouldn't be visible. And it just gets really clever because it's going to try the low-hanging fruit reasons first. But then as you listen to this podcast, as you talk to the Lord, as you feel the conviction of the mission that God has placed on your heart, and you want to go out and evangelize the people and tell them about your business, your brain's like, the old ways didn't work anymore. Now we need new ways. It might be like, oh, you need to have a pretty grid. Oh, you need to do more video. Oh, you need to figure out stories. Your stories need to be really thoughtful. Your stories need to be crafted so that people will save them. Right? Like, I don't know what your brain's telling you, but it's just going to keep coming up with stuff at every level to get you to not be visible. Because it loves you. Your brain loves you so much. Let's grab the break. For those of you that are not watching on YouTube, I'm holding my brain pillow. Your brain loves you so much, and it just wants to keep you safe. Thank you, brain. Thank you for trying so hard to keep me safe. But actually, people saying bad words to me online does not hurt me, or I am in control of whether it hurts me. Because people saying negative things to you online could hurt you. It could hurt your feelings. My goal is not even that it doesn't hurt my feelings. It comes up, hurts my feelings, and I just process it. I feel disappointment or shame or embarrassment, whatever that feeling is. I process it and I let it go. But I know that about myself. So now I know that if somebody leaves me a horrible review or a comment, I'm going to feel super yucky for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to allow myself to feel it. I might feel waves of that for a few days if it was really bad. But I'm going to love myself through it. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to give it to Jesus. It's not a salvation issue. And so when your brain tries to talk you out of being visible, just say, thank you, brain. I see that you're trying to keep me safe, but I'm going to be safe. The worst thing that can happen is that I will feel awful, and I'm strong enough to feel awful and move on. That is what self-confidence is. Having our own back in the way that we speak to ourselves, in the way that we treat ourselves. And that's what makes us feel like warriors. We go into the battle knowing I got you. I have a plan for this. Right? We don't go in saying, I'm never going to be scared or I'm never going to worry. We just say, yeah, maybe some people are going to say some things. But I got you. I will be so gentle with you if that happens. So I'm using social media as an example, but is this true of those of you that want to start podcasting or those of you that want to do video? Right? Video is a really great way to grow your business. Less people are willing to do that, so there's less competition in that space. Turn that camera on. Film yourself. Put yourself out there. Your brain is going to hate it. We know this. Right? My brain, sometimes it'll talk to me about the way that I look. Sometimes it'll talk to me about how prepared I am. Or it'll say like, nobody cares about this topic. All sorts of things. I've been doing this a long time. My brain still tries to get me to not be visible. And I just notice it. Oh, there you are, brain. Trying to keep me safe. Thank you. But remember, being visible is not going to hurt us. I'm going to be okay. And in fact, God has called me to this. He's going to give me the grace to make it through any comments and any reviews and whatever people think about me. It would be a lie if I told my brain, we don't care what anybody thinks about us. That wouldn't be true. It wouldn't be comforting because part of you would know it isn't true. So instead, I tell myself the truth, which is, yeah, when people say negative things about me, it feels terrible. but I can handle feeling terrible. And I'm willing to do that for this mission that God has called me to. Right? God has called me to rally all of the women that he put businesses in. Like he's put a business inside of you. And he sent me to rally them, to say yes and to show up and to be visible. Because for a lot of us business owners, we feel weird. Our friends may not look like us. We're in Facebook groups and they're not talking about business unless it's a business Facebook group. And so we have to sit with the Lord and remind ourselves by talking to him that this is our mission and he has called us to this. But then we can use the emotion of conviction and determination to go stand out in the field, to go into battle, to risk being hurt and beat up on the way to the mission. We are in the arena. When you fight in the arena, you can get hurt. And in fact, you will. Business is a great deal of discomfort and failure. And I think it's worth it. I think it feels amazing to feel a calling on your heart from the Lord and have the privilege to do it. And I am willing to be visible for that. I'm willing to say some unpopular things. I'm willing to talk about Jesus a lot and tell you that maybe the secret to business isn't funnels, but talking to God. And he might point you to funnels, but he may not. Made for Business does not have a funnel, you guys, and I still get clients. Made for Business does not have a super dialed in Instagram strategy, and I still get clients. Sterling is not super great at sales. I'm working on it. I'm way better. But I still get clients. Because who brings us clients? Right? The Lord brings us clients. All of my thoughts, all of my talents, all of my skills, they come from the Lord. I don't have to worry about it. I've been talking recently about being a pencil in God's hand, and I love that imagery that Mother Teresa gives us because a pencil is so unimpressive. It doesn't look like a weapon. It's not shiny. Has no decoration. It's very unsexy. Just a pencil. But we are a pencil in God's hand. And in God's hand, a pencil is extremely powerful. A pencil can make a huge impact on the world. A pencil can lead souls to Christ. And so, you are a pencil in God's hand. And he wants you to write something. And writing something involves being visible. You have to be visible if you have a business. And we get to choose in which ways that we do that. But you can't have a business in your living room if no one knows about it. So you get to choose in what way you want to be visible. But it is part of the calling. And don't be surprised if your brain tells you you're going to die. Of course it thinks that. Because brains think being visible and standing out is really, really dangerous. And on top of being visible and standing out with your business, a lot of you have Catholic businesses. That will be part of the way that you stand out. Not all of you, but for those of you that thread Catholicism in your posts, that feels even more dangerous right now. Because we live in a post-Christian society where being Christian is not actually popular. And so it feels even more scary to stand out with a Catholic business. So be gentle with yourself. Be kind. You're not bad at social media. You're not a wussy pants. You're not nervous about your copy. That may be part of it, but it's not all of it. Your brain is just giving you reason after reason after reason to not be visible. But you can handle being visible. God's hand is with you. He is guiding you and He loves you. And He made you for this. So I want you to sit down with a piece of paper and write yourself some notes, some sentences to help hype you up about being visible in your business. Why is it important that you are visible? Who needs to see you? How does your heart break for your clients? What do they need to know? How are they in pain? And you write down whatever it takes for you to suit up with your armor and go into the world and be visible for Christ. He's asking you to. And you are not your thoughts. You are the watcher of your thoughts. So you can have all of those thoughts pop up and say, don't do it. Get out of here. This is scary. And you can respond. Shh. Thank you, brain, for trying to keep me safe. I love you. We can be safe doing this. God called us to do this. The worst thing that can happen are some negative comments to feel really yucky, and I'm willing to feel yucky for the Lord. Look what He did for me. All right, you guys. And if you haven't joined Masters to do the Market Like an Evangelist Challenge, you can come anytime to do that. You can join anytime. It's a 60-day challenge. We start with the Holy Spirit Novena, then you do the 100-post challenge, then I teach you how to clean up all your mind drama in the end, okay? I love you. I'm praying for you. Get to work and have a blessed day.